Hey guys, welcome to another episode. Today we are making a candy cane Irish coffee. Oh yeah, let's do it. But before we get started, there's one thing we need to figure out. Peppermint Schnapps or Creme de Menthe? Which one shall we use? Okay, so I just had to do this taste test here. I had never tasted these two liqueurs side by side. So we're going to do that right now and figure out what the difference is, because they look almost identical. So here's our Peppermint Schnapps. I'm also using the same brand. This is McGuinness Peppermint Schnapps. And here is our Creme de Menthe. Now, Creme de Menthe comes in a green variety as well, but this is the clear one. So really, I was kind of like, what's the difference? So let's give her a sniffy sniff. So on the nose, obviously it's very minty. On the palate, it's sweet. It's minty. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? It's gonna be sweet, it's gonna be minty. It's got that nice menthol cooling effect that's really nice. Yeah, this one is straight up candy canes. Oh yeah, it's good. Okay, before I get to the next one, we might as well cleanse the palate, so get a glass of water, nice sip. Okay. Now let's on to the Creme de Menthe. So, on the nose they're almost indistinguishable. I mean, it's mint, obviously. So the other one, the schnapps we know is peppermint. The Creme de Menthe, I don't know what they're using. I actually tried to research this, couldn't find any answers. Is it spearmint? Are they also using peppermint? I have no idea. But here's what I can tell you. On the palate, it's sweeter. Definitely, the Creme de Menthe is definitely sweeter, and it's not as minty. And I don't want to say it's not minty. It's obviously quite minty, but it doesn't have that cooling effect that peppermint has. Now, peppermint has about 40% menthol. Spearmint has less than 1%, which is why spearmint is a lot milder than peppermint. That could be what they're using. I have no idea. But in the end, okay, to conclude, both of these would be fantastic options to make this drink. However, I'm going to go with the Peppermint Schnapps. It's less sweet, but it's got a stronger mint flavor, and I think that's what I want for this drink. Okay, so let's get to it. We got our Peppermint Schnapps. We've got our Irish whiskey. I'm using Tullamore Dew. It's one of my favorites specifically for making Irish coffees. And we've got our coffee set up. So if you want to check out my last video on a traditional Irish coffee, I go through the whole grind process. I'm not going to do that again. But we're going to do 2 tablespoons of our coffee. And then we're going to pour our hot water into our French press, as well as our Irish coffee mug. This is called scorching the mug. It's kind of like pre-chilling your glass. When you serve a cold cocktail, by scorching the mug, we're going to make sure that when we pour our coffee into it, we're not going to lose any heat, because the mug will already be nice and hot. Okay, give the coffee a quick stir. Stick the plunger on there. We're going to let that steep for about 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. We can dump out the water now. Our cup is nice and hot. We're going to do 1 bar spoon of brown sugar. In my classic Irish coffee, I did 2 bar spoons, but because we have the sweet schnapps that's going in as well, we don't need that extra sweetness. So we're going to start with an ounce of our Irish whiskey. You can definitely play around with the ratios here. I originally tried 1.5 ounces of whiskey and then 1/2 ounce of schnapps, but I found that the booze took over the drink and I couldn't really taste the coffee as much. Whenever I'm making an Irish coffee, I really want the coffee to be the star of the drink. Okay, so 1/2 ounce here of our Peppermint Schnapps. So we have a total of 1.5 ounces of booze. 1 ounce of whiskey, 1/2 ounce of schnapps. But you can play around with those ratios, make it the way you like it. This is how I like it, because I really want to taste the coffee. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Hit that bell. Get notified when we release new content. Okay, our coffee has been steeping for a few minutes. We are good to go. So we're going to drop the plunger. Looking good. Okay, let's bring this back. And we're gonna pour our hot coffee into our drink. Now stop about a half an inch from the top to leave room for the cream. Traditionally this would be lightly whipped cream, but this is Christmas. We're gonna go all out with our whipped creamer and some nice fluffy whipped cream. Alright, here we go. This is just heavy cream, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. That's what I got in there. But store-bought whipped cream would be just as good. Alright, so like I said, it's Christmas. Go crazy. Go as tall as you want. And lastly, for garnish on top of this bad boy, we are going to do some crushed candy canes, obviously. So just sprinkle on top of there. Go as much or as little as you want. It's your drink. You do what you want. Just, try to get them on the drink. And there you have it, guys. There is your candy cane Irish coffee. A little bit of drippage there. Not much to say about this drink. I mean, it's fantastic. It's everything you like in an Irish coffee. The hot coffee, the cold cream, the warmth of the whiskey. But this just has an added layer of peppermint, that candy cane flavor. It's very festive. It's just a really good drink. So, hope you give it a try, guys. Let me know what you prefer, Peppermint Schnapps versus Creme de Menthe. Which one will you use? Well, that's it for me today. We've still got 2 Christmas cocktails coming up in the next couple days, and then next week after Christmas, we've got a couple New Year's cocktails. Help you ring in 2021. We'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.